Greetings, St. Simon and Jude family. I'm coming to you from my office because I'm here with what we could call the State of the Parish address. And I want to share with you some important updates and information that frankly continues to surprise us on the staff here, that so many of our parishioners are not aware of what we're doing. So first thing I want to say is this video is going to be a little longer than the average video. Secondly, want to encourage you to go to our website frequently, daily if possible. That's simonjude.org. That being said, I know that if you're like me, there are so many things that we're dealing with through all this craziness that trying to remember to go to a website every day is probably not realistic for many people. So because of that, we have a way to get our updates about what we're doing in the parish sent directly to you via text on a cell phone or via email. But in order to do that, we need good contact information from you. So what we would ask you to do is please email updated cell phone and email information to us at contactus@simonjude.org. Contact us at simonjude.org. In the subject line, put parishioner contact update information, and then put the first and last name of the heads of household, the cell phone number for each of them, and an email address for each of them. Or if there's a single email address that you use for your whole family, that's fine. Whatever contact points you have that you can get to us, we will be able to send you the updates so that these kind of clarifications won't be necessary, or at least as frequently necessary. Let me go through a couple of things so that you're aware of this. First of all, I want to talk about the dispensation for the Sunday Mass obligation from Bishop Olmsted. What does that mean? It means that for obvious reasons, because we have the restrictions on public gatherings, all of the faithful are dispensed from or excused from the obligation to attend Mass in church on Sunday. That has continued. That has not gone away. However, this shouldn't extend mentally or spiritually for us to either a televised or a live streamed Mass. What do I mean by that? Well, because we're not required to even watch a Mass that is live streamed or televised, many of the faithful are already falling away from that habit. And that falling away habit is very likely to continue when we are able to return to Mass, because people who fall away from even watching the Mass right now are developing a habit of disconnecting themselves completely from Sunday and the Sunday Mass. And it's a habit, like any bad habit, that will continue. So what do I encourage you to do as a family? I encourage you, when you are preparing to watch one of the live streamed or televised Masses, dress up as you would for Sunday Mass, meaning wear your Sunday best. Fast for an hour before the beginning of that Mass. Stand, sit, and if physically possible for you, kneel when we stand, sit, and kneel at the Mass. To keep that, what we could call spiritual muscle memory, strong, so that you will not be one of those who fall away. Now, let me go through some of the specifics that our staff identified as a result of talking to our parishioners and finding out what is still not widely known, and as I said, surprising to us as a staff considering how much we've communicated these things. Mass intentions. We want you to know that the priests and the bishop, we are continuing to celebrate every single scheduled parish Mass, even the ones that we don't live stream or televise. That means all of the Masses Monday through Saturday are continuing to be offered, but they're being offered privately in our rectory chapel. That means that the intentions for those Masses are still being offered, and that means all of the graces from those Masses are continuing to be poured down from heaven upon your families. So know that we are continuing to do that, to offer all of those Masses. With regard to Mass intentions, if you would like to have a Mass offered for a particular intention, a particular loved one living or deceased, what you can do is you can send in the $10 stipend either in by mail, or you could drop it off at our parish office through the mail slot. Make sure that with that stipend, you also include your name, first and last, and your phone number, as well as who that Mass is offered for. And then we will call you back from the office here to schedule that Mass intention for you. With regard to the sacraments, we are continuing to offer confessions. We have never stopped offering the sacrament of confession since all of this craziness started. It's just that we're doing that in the parking lot. We have a very well-run system of having people drive into a particular part of our parking lot, park, get out of their car, go to the priest, have their confession heard, return to the car until everybody in that car has had their confession heard. That car then drives away. The next car in line moves up. So everybody stays in their car, safely social distancing. Each person comes to the priest, who is social distanced appropriately and wearing a mask, and we will hear your confessions. Now that the weather has gotten hotter, we've moved those confessions indoors. So there are 3 places within the church, not inside the church completely, but at 2 of the entrances and in one of the sacristies, when there are 3 of us, that we will hear your confessions. But just come for confession. You will be guided directly where to go. What is the confession schedule? Go to our website and you can find out. So this is another reason to know that where to find the information and how to keep up with making sure that we can ensure that your soul stays clean of sin through the sacrament of confession. Adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. We actually have exposition of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament in the monstrance in our parking lot here. And so if you drive in between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and look up in the 2nd floor window of the Mary Ward Center, right under the name Ward, you will see the monstrance beautifully exposed and beautifully lighted, Jesus there for you to see and for him to see you, to offer your time of prayer in the presence of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. Now, you may say, well, how can you have the Eucharist exposed up there? What if there's nobody in the parking lot adoring Jesus? Well, we've thought of that as well. We will always have one member of our parish or school staff in that room on the 2nd floor of the Mary Ward Center with Jesus. Jesus will never be left alone when he is exposed in the monstrance there. So that means that you can come and pray for as long or as short a period as you would like, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. As of last weekend, Bishop Olmsted has given all parishes that offer a live-streamed Mass the ability to offer the distribution of Holy Communion after each live-streamed or televised Mass. Why is it only for parishes that have a live-streamed Mass? Because we must maintain that connection between the celebration of the Mass and Holy Communion. We must never disconnect those as if communion is a standalone part of our faith. The Eucharist that we receive in Holy Communion comes as a direct result of the holy sacrifice of the Mass. So, it is a requirement that in order to offer Holy Communion to parishioners, a parish must offer a live-streamed Mass. That means that everybody who comes to receive communion at their parish must first watch the Holy Mass from start to finish, live-streamed or televised. And we will be offering Holy Communion after our 9 a.m. televised Mass, our 11 a.m. live-streamed Mass on Facebook, our 1 p.m. live-streamed Spanish Mass on Facebook. And for a period of about 1 hour from the end of that Mass until that 1 hour period, you can come to Smith Hall if you are a Cathedral parishioner and receive Holy Communion in Smith Hall. We have thought of everything, including the safety of our parishioners in receiving Holy Communion. And you would have known about that if we had your good email and cell phone numbers, because we sent out a notice at 8:15 in the morning last Sunday, and that is continuing to be offered. When you come for Holy Communion, you will be guided into the line to receive on the tongue if you wish to receive on the tongue. You will be guided to receive in the hand if you wish to receive in the hand. I will be following up with another video, a separate video from this one, to talk about receiving Holy Communion and the extremely precise precautions we are taking to protect your safety and ours. So that will be a separate video. The last thing I want to share with you right now in this video is that for the last 3 Saturdays, we have taken the monstrance with Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament out into neighborhoods in our parish boundaries. Now, we must limit those visits to the parish boundaries. Why? Because as a pastor, I must respect the parish boundaries of any other pastor and his parish boundaries. So I cannot just haphazardly take the Eucharist into a neighboring parish's boundaries without the permission of that pastor. So we are only doing this within our parish boundaries. If you would like to have us try to arrange a visit to bring the Eucharist into your neighborhood, you are asked to email our music director here, Matthew Malash, at mmeloche@simonjude.org. That's MELOCHE at simonjude.org. And he will get back in contact with you to see if we cannot arrange for us to bring a Eucharistic visit into your neighborhood. More detail will be sent out in a message that we will be emailing and texting. So again, I just can't overemphasize the importance of us having good cell phone numbers and email addresses for you so that we can keep you informed and let you know everything we are doing to bring Jesus to you and to bring you closer to Jesus, because we are continuing to do that. And this staff at the Cathedral, which, okay, I might be a little bit biased, but I am confident they are the best parish staff in this entire diocese, and they are working hard for you. We are doing everything we can to keep you as close to Jesus as possible in these extraordinary times, because keeping close to Jesus is extraordinarily important. So I hope this video has been helpful. Until the next time I'm able to join you by video, may Almighty God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Please be assured of my prayers, Bishop Olmsted's prayers, Father John's prayers, Father Raphael's prayers, those of our deacons and our entire staff, and please keep us in your prayers as well. Take care, and God bless you.